Welcome back to Levi's Stadium, where the cleaning continues and some of the repainting of the field has commenced ahead of 49ers Cowboys on Sunday. The sun is also shining here in the Bay Area. We had our final rain in the forecast last night, and now after a very, very wet December and January, it's only sunshine in the forecast, and that includes 49ers Dallas on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. I was just out at 49ers practice. The update there is not much of one. 49ers are essentially fully healthy. Obviously, I gave the Jimmy Garoppolo update yesterday. He's out of the walk-in boot into tennis shoes now, not back at practice yet. Maybe next week we see some movement on that front. But the two players who were in question to start this week, Juwan Jennings and Sansa Mebucom, with ankle injuries, both of those guys were back out at practice today. The past 2 days, they've looked A-OK. Ambry Thomas, he's dealing with a knee. He was working off on the side. I do not expect him back this week, but that obviously was anticipated at the start of this week. Look at the saloon font. I'll flip the camera around in a bit. The painting that's going on is right behind my shoulder there. That is the outlines of the numbers that the 49ers staff is painting. I'm guessing that they're going to get the full end zone tomorrow, 2 days before the game. That's what they did last week. No tarps in sight anymore because they don't need them, because there's not going to be any rain between now and the Cowboys game, and maybe not any rain between now and the NFC Championship game if it does end up being here at Levi's Stadium. That would require the Giants to beat the Philadelphia Eagles on Saturday. Anyway, 49ers rolling forward. One of the narratives today that I want to address, maybe I'll talk about it in another video, is people are talking about the 49ers playing an easy schedule this year. And yeah, I get it. The strength of schedule for the 49ers doesn't rank high, but this is not college football. There's no such thing as a cupcake in the NFL. Chicago beat the 49ers. Houston took Kansas City to overtime. You can measure how good a team is even if they play a weaker schedule in the NFL. It's a lot harder to do in college where there's so much disparity in talent, but everybody's good in the National Football League, right? So you can measure through some advanced stats and just through something as simple as point differential how good a team is even if they play an easier schedule. And the general rule of thumb is you're playing a weaker team, beat them by a lot. If you can beat a weaker team by a lot of points consistently, that means you're pretty damn good yourself. And the 49ers led the league in point differential this year, which tells me everything I need to know. I think that they're A-OK, they're ready to go, even against a better Dallas Cowboys team this week. On top of that, this playoff run isn't happening in a vacuum for the 49ers. They've been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl over the past 4 seasons. So in the 3 seasons leading up to this, they had seen a ton of success. So it's not like it's a totally different football team. In fact, any unbiased observer would tell you that the 49ers are more talented this year than they were last year when they went to the NFC Championship, when they beat Dallas on the way. So this team, yeah, maybe the schedule is a little bit easier this year, but that doesn't tell you anything about the 49ers' inability to beat Dallas. I think they're very, very able to beat Dallas. That's the update for today. We'll talk to you soon. Some of the painting of the numbers going on over there, and then looks like they got the stencil out over here, and they're replacing the wild card logo with the NFC divisional round logo at Levi's Stadium. Meanwhile, cleaning, pressure washing, it's a long process. Still happening at Levi's Stadium, which has that red paint to go with the saloon font. We're gonna see a crisp layer coming on probably tomorrow.